What up, everyone? We're back. I know it's been a long time, but we're back with another fight breakdown. Sadly, we lost one of the greats of all time, Marvin Hagler, a couple weeks ago. He passed away. So, as a tribute to him, I'm gonna do a fight breakdown of my favorite Marvin Hagler fight. And as you guys can see, it's Marvin Hagler in his last successful title defense against John the Beast Mugabi. Okay, not many people talk about this fight. A lot of people remember the Sugar Ray Leonard fight, the Hagler Hearns against Duran, even in the fight where he got a draw in a title fight he should have won. I can't remember the guy's name, but a lot of people don't talk much about this fight. But if you guys don't know, John the Beast Mugabi was an undefeated fighter at the time. I believe he was 20-0, I believe. I'll check it up and I'll leave it somewhere around here. But I do remember this. He was undefeated, and all his wins were by a knockout. And the reason I love this fight so much because it showed how much Hagler had to endure and overcome. Because Mugabi wasn't just a knockout artist puncher; he can also box and move around a little bit. So it was a back and forth fight, and we're gonna break it round by round, and I'm gonna show you why I love this fight. So without any more to do, let's hop right into the video. Round number one. You see Hagler moving around, orthodox stance. Mugabi's coming forward. Good right hand from Hagler. Mugabi's working that jab, trying to see what Hagler is looking for. And I think this is real good that Hagler is moving around, seeing Mugabi. He knows Mugabi's a knockout artist that got power in both hands, so he's just moving around, seeing what he's looking for. Good counter, good left hook from both guys. Hagler jumped in with a hook, and Mugabi countered his. Both didn't land, but you could see that they're ready to attack at any given moment. Mugabi moving up and down. You can see Hagler. That was good feint from Hagler that got Mugabi throw that left hook and counter with a left hook right hand of his own. And I think that's what Hagler should be doing, moving his head like how he's doing and keep feigning, make Mugabi attack and counter him. Mugabi should be working that jab more, but not just to the head. He should be trying to aim for the chest, since he sees that Hagler, every time Hagler punches, watch, he ducks down low. So he should be shooting that and then following it with a 2 or a body shot. Good exchange with both guys. You can see Hagler, he's just trying to pull back a little bit. He wants good left hook from Mugabi. He wants Mugabi to overcommit on his punches so he can counter him. You see, it's tense, good body work. And I think Hagler should do that, work the body. I don't think he should work it right away just because Mugabi's fresh and looking sharp, trying to counter. But as the rounds keep going, he needs to be attacking that body, wear Mugabi down little by little. And I think Mugabi, he shouldn't be just standing in front of him, because you can see Hagler's throwing punches and he's trying to time him. See, he's trying to figure out Mugabi's, like, his timing, his spacing, what he likes to do. And if he's just staying there, not moving, like, it's going to make it easier for Hagler to catch him. But Hagler can't be careless with those jumping right hands, because you see Mugabi's trying to look for a good body shot from both guys. But you can see Mugabi's trying to look for that left hook, that big left hook. I think he should have shown up that left hook. Good body shot from Mugabi. Good jab. See, Hagler, he shouldn't be committing like that. It was a good exchange from Mugabi. He should not be reaching, especially with an overhand like that. He shouldn't be reaching. You don't want to leave yourself open to get hit. Good. You can see these guys want to drop bombs on each other, but they're cautious and careful with each other. That was the end of round number one. I gave that 10-9 Mugabi. It was a very, very close round. I was actually liking Marvin Hagler's work early on. He was doing a lot of feigning, countering, and moving. The only reason I gave it to Mugabi was because towards the end, Hagler started getting a little bit reckless. Like, you could see he's timing Mugabi, and he started getting a little anxious with that jumping right hand, and Mugabi started countering him with the hooks and even caught him with a couple flurries. So I think that Mugabi finished the round strong, because even though I had Hagler, like I said, winning early, it was close. It was back and forth. It wasn't like Hagler was out and a big lead. Like, I just had it because I thought I liked the counter combinations a little bit better, but they were both neck and neck with the punches trying to hit and counter each other. So um, that's why I gave it to Mugabi. This is a good fight so far. You can see both guys, they're both knockout punchers, and you can see they're looking to counter right away, but they need to be careful because they can counter. So if I was in Hagler's corner, I would tell him, like, listen, keep working around, moving around, using your head movements, and keep working that feint. Make Mugabi overcommit with that big left hook and then counter him right away. Or if he throws the jab to the body, I mean to the head, you know he's just jabbing to the head. I would say slip and come over the top with an overhand right, and then finish with that left hook to the body because you want to break him down, slow him down. If I was in Mugabe's corner, I would tell him, like, listen, work your jab more, head, body, constantly up and down. You're jabbing too much to the head, and he's slipping, jab to the head and then shoot to the body, or jab and then shoot a 1-2 to the body, like constantly mixing up your head, your movements, and don't stand in front of him. I would tell him, like, one of your biggest mistakes right now is you're just staying there looking at him right there. I would say even if it's small head movement like how Hagler's doing, he should be doing. But keep that counter, keep the counter ready, and keep it short. He's a little bit wide with his left hook. I would tell him shorten up just a little bit. But let's hop in round number 2 and see how that goes. You can see now Hagler's back to southpaw. And you see Hagler's doing the right thing, moving his way. Good. You can see now he's trying to work behind that jab. Jabbing to the right, force Mugabi to Mugabi's right. Good overhand left. See, and that's why his foot was on the outside, and that was good. That's why Mugabi can't stay there. He should be using that jab and his left hooks to keep his foot on the outside. See, Hagler didn't get caught with that right hand because Hagler was moving to his right. Good body shot. Mugabi needs to pick up on this. Good body shot from Mugabi. He needs to have his foot on the outside. You can see both guys looking, both trying to work that jab. And good double jab from Hagler. You can see Mugabi. He's just moving, look for that right hand. But it'd be easier if he had that left foot on the outside of Hagler's right foot. It would be easier where he can land that right hand. You can see he's also looking for that counter hook. Good jabs from Hagler. I think Mugabi should throw more than one punch. You can see he's looking for one punch. The only time I've seen him see like that, 1-2, but it needs to be a little bit quicker. See, he's just trying to counter with one punch. See, one left hook. That was a good left hook, but you can see Hagler's looking for combos while Mugabi's looking for one punch. Oh, both men are exchanging. For a second, it looked like Hagler might have been a little stunned right there. Good footwork. Hagler needs to do that. He needs to hit and move, hit and move. You see, because Mugabi wants to stay right there. Mugabi's not really moving his feet much. He wants to stay there where he can plant shots, and these are good jabs that Hagler's landing, and just keep like that, out jabbing, outworking him. Good left hand. And I don't think he should pull straight back. I think he should have just kept going to his right, because he doesn't want to take the chance of. Ooh, good left hand from Hagler. Mugabi should never have thrown that uppercut from that far away. Good left hook from Mugabi. Good right hand. Hagler needs to go back to moving his head, not just staying there. Good left hook from Mugabi. Good jabs from Hagler. Good double. Good turn. See how Mugabi turned to the left? Hagler shot that left hand and couldn't hit him because why? His foot was on the outside and he just did that little turn. That's why Mugabi needs to stay on the outside. Good left hand. See, this is why he can't stand in front of Hagler. Good right hand from Mugabi. Good body shot. Good defense. Good jab, good body shot from both guys. You can see that they're opening up now. They're getting more comfortable and they're trying to open up and hurt each other. They're looking for the big shots. Hagler's got to be careful with that jumping hook because Mugabi has done that jumping hook a few times now. But I gave that round another close round, but I gave it 10-9 for Hagler. I thought Hagler did more working behind the jab and landing more of that left hand. I think he was able to he was able to land more better left hands and power shots. Mugabi, he did have good left hooks and even caught him with a good right hand, but I feel like it wasn't enough. Like Hagler was throwing the combinations and keeping his pace, moving around, but Mugabi was right there trying to counter. It's a close fight. I feel like both right now in these 2 rounds. I have it 1-1. But if I was Hagler, I would tell him that keep working your jab, moving to your right, and shooting that left hand straight down the pipe like how you're doing. I would say don't stand in front of him. Keep that head movement. Even if you're just moving your head, step to the right, because you saw early on when Hagler was moving to his right, Mugabi was shooting that right hand, but Hagler kept moving over here, so it kept missing. That's what I would tell him. Keep moving to the right, because so Mugabi, all he's looking for is that right hand. Every once in a while, he's going to jump in with a left hook. I'll be like, keep that hand tight, let him run into that left hand. If I was Mugabi, I'll be like, listen, you can't stand in front of him. You got to keep your foot on the outside. Work your jab. Keep working. And if he's fighting, jabbing with you, hook him. Bring him closer in range. So if he's coming here, hook him. So force him right here. And then you can shoot that right hand. I'll be like, don't just keep trying to just jump in or just wait for him and then the counter with that right hand, especially when he's moving, because Mugabi tried a couple of times and Hagler was shooting the left hand and he was over here, but Mugabi was throwing that right hand, missing him. So I'll be like, listen, step, and throw that right hand and hook. Anytime he jabs, hook him, bring him back to in front of you, and then shoot that right hand. But let's hop in round number 3 and see how that goes. Round number 3. Good left hook from Mugabi, countering Hagler's jab. Hagler's moving. You see he's moving. That's where Hagler wants to be, moving to his right. Good working, good triple jabs. And see, that's what Hagler needs to do, is just keep working those jabs. Keep working the jab. And not he needs to move his head. That was a good counter jab from Mugabi. But you see Mugabi, his problem is he's standing right there. See, he's moving to his right. That leading into the lead hand of Hagler. That's what he doesn't want to do. Good jab. He changed it down, went to the body. I think Hagler should be trying to up and down. Jab to the head, jab to the body. Just keep mixing it up. And just keep doing like how he's doing. Just moving. See? Like that. Use the footwork. You see Mugabi's just trying to jump in with that big hook. Ooh. Hagler switched up on him. He went back, switched his stance, and jumped in with that. I call it the Frazier hook, like Joe Frazier used to do. And that was a nice one. Caught Mugabi off guard. And Hagler's fighting a real smart fight. He can't get lazy with his jab because, like I said, Mugabi's got the right hand, and he's looking for that big left hook. So he needs to keep moving. Good snapping jabs and keep turning him. You see Mugabi, he's moving, but he's moving the wrong way. He needs to be moving to his left. See, he moved slightly to his left and he was able to land that body shot. And that's what he needs to do. It doesn't have to be no big movements, just small little movements to his left. Good. He tried the right hand, but Hagler blocked it. And this is where Hagler should not be standing in front of him. He should be just moving. See, because even though he missed, you see Mugabi's ready to quick. He's ready to counter right away when Hagler's standing in front of him. He should be moving just a little bit. Step, see? Just moving slightly. Mugabi doesn't counter he counters with one shot and that's it. But you saw when he came forward or stood right there, he was trying to counter with 2, 3, 4 shots. Good left hook to body from Mugabi. Good combinations inside and good left hooks from Mugabi. I think Mugabi should double those hooks or finish with a right hand. He shouldn't just be happy for one punch. And that was a good jab from Hagler. You see Hagler working his feints, trying to keep Mugabi off balance. And good footwork, stepping out of range. He didn't feel comfortable. Good jabs from Hagler. Very good round. This is a very... Oh, he can't get sloppy like that because you see Mugabi's looking for that left hook. Good body shot. Good combination from Mugabi. Good left hand from Hagler. That was the end of round number 3. And that was a much better round and a very convincing round for me. I gave that one 10-9 Hagler. It was much better because he was working his jab. He was moving. He was staying on the outside, constantly moving, hitting Mugabi with combinations while Mugabi kept looking for that one punch, that either that jumping left hook or that straight right hand. It was 2 or 3 times he landed left hook to the body, but you could see he's just waiting. The moment Hagler stays still or comes forward, that's when he wants to throw combinations. But very good round. for Hagler. And if I was in his corner, I would be like, excellent round. Very, very good round. Keep doing what you're doing. The only thing I would say is the change is when you're throwing that jab, don't get lazy, because you saw he countered one time. He countered back with a left hook, or it was a jab. It was a power jab. It was one or the other. But he's countering. The point is he's countering. He's trying to time you. I would say keep feinting him, working that jab up and down, and shooting that left hand, breaking him down, and we'll take him into the deep waters. Don't get lazy. Keep doing what you're doing. That's what I would tell Hagler. If I was Mugabi, I'd be like, listen, Mugabi, you see he's moving. You can't just stay there waiting for him to come to you. He's winning these rounds based off the jab. He's out jabbing you and landing the left hand. You got to be ready. Working your jab, going to your left, and throwing that right hand to the body. Break him down. Stop. Slow down those legs. Or even jab and then look for that hook to the body. Slow down his legs, but don't stand in front of him. You move. Step, but move to your left while working that jab to set up that right hand. I'll be like, and it doesn't have to be no big movement, just small little steps. That's all he needs to do is when he jabs, is step to his left to make sure his foot is on the outside of Hagler's, where he can land that right hand and the left hooks off that. But let's hop into round number 4 and see how that goes. Right, round number 4. You can see Hagler right away. He's moving his way and he's working behind his jab and feints, which is good. You can see Mugabi's still trying to counter, but that was good left hand to the body. Once again, Mugabi's just countering with one, and while Hagler's letting his hands go, he's slowly landing his combination, breaking down Mugabi and winning rounds. You should be careful with that jumping hook. Mugabi saw it and was trying to counter with a double left hook going backwards. So you see Mugabi's ready to counter, but he should be trying to throw more than one punch off that. Even if it's not a power shot, just a couple jabs here, a left hook, right hand, just mix it up. Make Hagler on the defense. Good timing him with that right hand. See, he took counter with a jab, missed, but landed that right hand in between. Good body shots. I think that left one, straight a little low. Good. See, now Mugabi's trying to counter with a 1-2. He's trying to do more than one punch, and he's looking to that body. Good jab and footwork from Hagler. Good counter jab from Mugabi. You see Hagler's back on the head movement and feint. That's what he needs to do. Good counter jab. Good. Hagler got a little lazy coming back up with that. Oh, good jab. Good power jab. He put his body behind that jab. Good right hand from Mugabi. But see, Mugabi landed that jab, but he didn't do nothing. He needs to be ready, and he's squaring up a little bit. That's why he got hit with that left hand. Hagler saw it. He's squaring up. Good jab. Now you see Hagler, he's starting to put on the pressure, come forward a little bit. Good body shot, but still working that jab. Good jabs from Hagler. You can see good right hand, but it was blocked by Hagler. Good body shot. Not fully connected from Hagler. But you can see smart movement. Don't stand there. That's what Hagler does not want to do. He gives Mugabi a chance to land, and he landed left hook right hand, but he fought off the ropes. And you see Mugabi, anytime they're closer, he's standing in front of him. You see Mugabi gets the confidence to throw combinations. This is why Hagler should be moving just a little bit side to side, moving his head. You can see Hagler was smart. He's trying to get low, not stand tall, be caught inside. Good uppercut from Mugabi. Good left hook from Mugabi. Good right hand from Hagler. Good 1-2 from Mugabi. Good footwork, getting out of range and resetting from Hagler. Good shot from both guys. Good round number 4. I gave that one 10-9 to Hagler because I feel like overall in the whole round, majority of the rounds, Hagler won. Yes, Mugabi came buzzing late, last 30 seconds, 45 seconds, but I feel like Hagler did majority of the work. So what I mean is, early on, Hagler was working his jab, shooting the left hands, landing good combinations, and he even started. He was being the boxer, meaning he was controlling the ring with ring generalship. Then he became the pressure fighter and started putting pressure, landing his shots. Mugabi started catching him, like I said, late. And I felt like it was a little too late. He landed some really good combinations, and that was catching Hagler, and there were eye-catching shots, but Hagler was right there giving shots back. It was a close round, but I felt like Hagler did enough overall in the department of ring generalship, pressure, effective aggression, and landing more harder shots. But if I was in Hagler's corner, I would be like, listen, we can tell you're trying to pressure him and break him down, but be careful when you're doing it. Pressure behind head movement and footwork. Don't just stand in front of him. When you stand in front of him, that's when he gets his confidence and starts letting the hands go. And that's when he wants to catch you. Like you came jab one time and then ducked down and he caught you with a right uppercut. I'll be like, move, jab, jab to your right. Jab, jab, and have that right hand or left hand here like this. So while you're jabbing, if he throws something, you can roll, catch, something like that. Don't just stand there in front of him and just try to duck down because you see he's looking for that right hand. Anytime Mugabi stays still, notice this, watch. When Mugabi stays still and Hagler punches, he's countering with the right hand a lot. When Hagler is far away at a distance, that's when Mugabi tries to jump in with that left hook. And that's what I would tell him, like, listen, when you're punching and moving, he's looking for that right hand. So move your way and then start shooting that left hand to the body. Come up with a right hook. Break him down like that and keep him turning. Even if you're pressuring, the same thing if you're pressuring. Just hook, turn. Keep turning him at all times. Don't just stay there in front of him. If I was Mugabi, I'd be like, good last part of the round. That was real good, but we need to pick it up. So you entice Hagler. Like, throw your combinations. Punch a little bit more. Let the hands go a little bit more. Make him want to come inside and then exchange with him. Don't just sit there and wait. Like, push the pace. You see he's moving around, cut the ring off, working behind the jab. Force him to on the ropes where he can exchange with you or get inside where he has to fight with you. But I would like stop trying to depend on his mistakes to counter. You can see that Mugabi, that's all Mugabi wants to do right now is just counter. I'll be like, you lead the pace. I would tell him, it doesn't have to be reckless. Just push the pace a little bit more to entice Hagler to get in these exchange with you where you can catch him with shots. And then, especially when you get inside, work that body shot. Work the body, break him down to the body. But let's hop in round number 5 and see how that goes. Round number 5, Hagler comes jumping in with a big hook. And Hagler's working that body. And Hagler, he jumped on him and now he's back moving around. And see, this is what I'm saying. Smart. Hagler's moving around. Smart. Good. See, that was a good little change of pace for Mugabi. He tried to counter him with a short left hook. But I see Hagler can't get lazy like that throwing those jabs. You see, now Mugabi's trying to counter more. They thought they were safe from each other, but Hagler tried to jump in and catch him, and Mugabi tried to catch. Good counter left hook. And you see, Hagler wants to put that pressure on him. And this is where I think Mugabi should be working that jab and force him, make him anxious, wanting to hit him right back, and then where he can land and counter him right away. Good jabs. Hagler needs to stay on those jabs, though. Good jabs, good hard jabs or good fast jabs. Nothing lazy because Mugabi's looking to counter right away. You can see Hagler moving around, using his footwork. Good body shot. The referee wasn't away, so we couldn't see it for anything. But you see, Mugabi's looking for that right uppercut to the body. If he could throw that right uppercut to the body, counter back with a left hook, or even just a jab to set up a right hand, I think he'll have more success like that rather than just depending on one big shot. Good left uppercut, left hook inside from Mugabi. Good counter jab. Mugabi's, good shot inside. It was a short uppercut. Mugabi's having a little bit more success because Hagler's getting a little too anxious and he's a little sloppy on his shots. Good left hand from Hagler. Good finishing it with a power jab. I think Hagler should just keep boxing right now. I think he's forcing it a little too early. We're still in the 5th round. I mean, we're getting close to a good uppercut from Mugabi. We're still getting close to middle rounds, but, Mugabi's still somewhat fresh, so I don't think he should be pressuring right now. I think he should be waiting until, he gets to 7th, 8th, 9th round to begin his pressure. See, good turn from Hagler. That's all he needs to do is just keep turning him like that. See, Mugabi's getting confident now with that left hand. Good defense from Hagler. But I was saying you can see Mugabe's getting confident because normally he was countering a lot with that right hand, but now he's using that left uppercut, left hooks. He's trying to counter better with that. Good defense from Mugabi. He stepped out of range just a little bit and was blocking. Good left hand inside from Hagler. And that was the end of round number 5. And I gave that one 10-9 Mugabi. I felt like Mugabi's counterpunching did better. Yes, Hagler came out aggressive, trying to put the pressure on, but I feel like Mugabi made him real quick change around because he was landing short hooks on the inside and uppercuts. And then he started even trying to look for that left uppercut to the body. And I feel like that was just enough to beat Hagler. Hagler was trying to put the pressure, trying to let his hands go like he was normally doing with combinations, but I felt like those shots got to Hagler a little bit, and that's why you saw Hagler moving around a little bit more and trying to like pick his shots a little bit more carefully. And so I gave it 10-9 for Hagler. I mean for Mugabi, sorry, excuse me, for Mugabi. And if I was in Mugabi's corner, I would tell him like, listen, that was good counterpunching. You landed good left hooks, good uppercuts with the left hand, but you're still looking for one shot. Every once in a while, you'll throw in two. Like there was one time he threw an uppercut hook, left hook. So I was like, you're throwing one. Every once in a while, two shots. I would like a little bit more combinations. Every shot doesn't have to be as hard as you can, but I would say like give me 3-4 shots. Like that uppercut, right hand, left hook. That uppercut hook, right hand, give me another left hook. Constantly mixing it up. Stop trying to look for the one big shot to put Hagler down. It's not going to happen. Even though all his fights, I mean, talking about Mugabi, ended in a knockout, take out that knockout mentality. Break him down, setting him up, hitting him with combinations, weaken him, and then we can get that one big punch to land in there and knock him out. But looking right away for that one big punch is not going to happen. So I tell him, work your jab, combinations. When you counter in combinations. Don't just counter one shot and be happy. If I was in Hagler's corner, I'd be like, listen, Hagler, take a deep breath, recover, reset. Don't get crazy. Don't get anxious. We see you want to pressure and get him out of here. Box him a little bit more. He's still fresh. It looks like it's the end of the 5th round. He still looks like he still has, he's strong. He's trying to counter with quick shots. Let's keep breaking him down by boxing him, moving side to side, and touching that body every once in a while. Don't just headhunt. Touch the body a little bit. And it doesn't have to be hooks to the body. It could be jab, quick left hand to the body. Jab, quick left hand, right hook to the body. Like, you see what I'm saying? Just mix it up. Mix it up. Break him down a little bit. Because you see his stance is starting to get wide. He's trying to plant, counter. I say just keep him turning, keep him turning. While you have him turn, boom, land a quick jab. Land a quick body shot. Just keep him and box him. I'll be like, wait a little bit longer. Let's give it a couple more rounds. Then we put the pressure on him. But not right now. But let's hop in round number 6 and see how that goes. Round number 6. Hagler moving side to side. Mugabi's just moving his head slightly. Trying to change it up. He was feinting. Good, see? That right hand didn't land, but he changed it into a jab and caught Hagler going backwards. That's why Mugabi needs to throw combinations. Good footwork, Mugabi stepping out of range. Good slip. See, Hagler's just using his head movement. Right now, feinting. Trying to see how Mugabi's reacting. Using his footwork. Because he could see that Mugabi was looking for something. So he changed his pace. Good. Changing levels. He ducked, came up with uppercut, and then hit him with overhand left. Very good from Hagler. Good head movement. He went body and then slid out. Good jabs from Hagler. Mugabi can't just be looking for that right uppercut. He needs to go back to using that left hand like he did last round. He had a lot of success. If he can... Oh, good left hand from Hagler. Good body shot from both guys. They're working in there. Good body shot. Good head hunt. Good hooks. See, both guys are working in there. And see, this is where Mugabi wants. Hagler's doing really good inside. Oh, I think he buzzed Mugabi a little bit. Good defense from Mugabi. I think he should pick up that left hand. That, you know, he's leaving that shoulder down. He's getting hit with shots. He needs to pick up that left hand. Or keep that chin tucked into his shoulders. And the referee keeps trying to break it up. I don't know. Let the fight happen. What is the referee doing? Oh, he was saying pick up the punches. Good left hand from Mugabi. Good body shot from both guys. Good left hook. But see, while Hagler's doing combination, see, one shot may not have caught him, but look, he 2, 3, 4, and it buzzed Mugabi. Mugabi's just trying to look for one, and that's it. Good. Hagler pushing him off. I think Hagler should go to the body a little bit more. Good left hooks. Good left hook right hand. See, that was good combination from Hagler. Good uppercut from Mugabi. Mugabi's trying to look for one big shot. You can see he's loading up for that one big shot, and Hagler's just letting those hands go. And he's trying to push off. Good. You can see, I like how he was trying to go body and then come up with an uppercut. Good. And then I liked how Hagler slid out. That was a small, subtle move, but big difference. He slid out, and guess what? Now Mugabi's against the ropes. That's good. That was good tactic from Hagler, but he shouldn't keep his head in the middle. He should still be slipping and moving. Earlier, that was a good right hand from Mugabi. Good body shot. Good body shot from both guys. Both guys trying to exchange, getting the other one out of there. Very good round. Excellent round. Very good round. That was a very good round. I gave that 10-9 for Hagler. Very, very good round. It was a good, exciting round, good action. Not a good round from Mugabi, but good round from Hagler. If I was in Hagler's corner, I'd be like, listen, you won that round. You hurt him. We know we can hurt him. I would now tell him, like, now we slowly put the pressure on him a little bit more. Not fully, because he's still dangerous. You saw Mugabi towards the end. Even though he was hurt, he was trying to hold. He still stood his ground and started swinging back. And this is where I would tell Hagler, be smart. Let's pressure him, but behind the jab and defense, we work that hard, stiff jabs. I would tell him hard jabs, no quick jabs. Everything is a hard jab at Mugabi's to the chin, and use your head movement. When you see opening, let that left hand go, right hook, straight shots, let it go. But I would tell him be smart, because this is where if he hurts Mugabi's going to try to hold. I would say keep doing what you do, push, but work that body, break him down. If he wants to hold you behind the head, that's okay. Shoot those shorts, uppercuts, hooks to the body, but be careful when he starts firing back. Start weaving, getting defense, hands tight, everything tight. Don't just sit there and try to exchange with him. I'm like, he's still dangerous. He's still a knockout puncher. We need to be careful, working high guard, tight defense, and then in between while he's swinging, you know he's looking for 1, 2 shots. Once he gets done swinging, we pop a couple shots, and then we're back on our defense. And this is why I would say now we start pressuring him. But being careful, not reckless. If something doesn't feel comfortable, we get back, reset, and back on the feet, boxing. If I was Mugabi, I'd be like, listen, deep breaths, recover. I would be like, how you feeling? Asking him all that. I'd be like, listen, Mugabi, you got hurt because you started slipping a lot like this, but that shoulder was down, and here you are just taking shots. Lift that hand up or have your shoulder behind this chin. You see what I'm saying? Don't just leave it here and have that where he can hit you with right hand, left hand. I'm like, keep that hand up. Short hooks. He starts firing away, short hook, right hand. I'll be like, don't just stay there. Just here with your defense. Keep those hands up when he gets inside, and don't look for one punch. The only way I would say look for one punch if you're going to hit him with a hook or a jab and get out to reset. But if you're inside, combinations. I'm not saying he has to throw 6 punches, but 3, 4 shots and then turn Hagler or reset and back on that jab on the outside. Because Hagler's just waiting for you to throw 1 shot, 2 shots, and then he's going to let his hands go, hit you with 4, 5, 6 punch combination. Let your hands go, but combinations working behind the jab. If he gets inside, quick shot, get out, back on the outside, okay? Because you can see Hagler's wanting to pressure now, so I would tell him, let Hagler come to you, let him run the combinations. But let's hop into round number 7 and see how that goes. Round number 7. You can see Hagler was about to come back with a big left hand opening that round, but he chose not to. Now you can see Hagler's putting that pressure on. He wants to get Mugabi out of here. Nice 1-2. Good body shot from Mugabi. Good. He's working. He's looking for that body a little bit more now. Good. See, combination. He missed that right hand, but landed a good left hook to the body. And that's what Mugabi needs to do, but can't pull straight back. He shouldn't be pulling straight back. That was good. Hagler following with straight shots forward. I think Hagler should just give a little bit more head movement, not reach. He sees that Mugabi's trying to lean back a little bit. He should start hitting the chest and body. Good footwork. Sliding out of there and resetting from Hagler. See, and that's what I was talking about in between rounds. Just set and reset like that, using the footwork. Good hooks inside. Good jab from Hagler. He needs to keep working those jabs. Power jabs, though. You see how Mugabe's trying to lean back a little bit? That's what I'm saying. Hagler should shoot that left hand to the chest and body. Mugabe's just trying to lean back now. Mugabi should be working that jab. Let Hagler come in. Good body shot. And then counter him with a left hook right hand. The referee's taking a point off Hagler for low blows. I didn't think that one was too low. But it is. I have to watch the replay again. Good jab from Mugabi. Keeping it on the outside. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, jab, step around, let Hagler come to you and catch him. Good jabs. See? Just keep working that jab. Mugabi, that's all he needs to do. Jab. Just keep working just like that. Jab. Keep working that jab. Jab. That's all. Keep the fight simple. Let Hagler come to you. Work that jab. Let him run into a right hand or a quick left hook. He can't get lazy, though. That was good power jab from Hagler. Good left hook, but he stood still. Don't stay. Go back out. That was a good combination inside for Hagler. Good body shot from Mugabi. Good body shot. But Hagler should have saw that and used his feet to get out of range. Good body shot. You see that Mugabi's just loading up. Look for them big shots. Good jab. Good following him. That's why Mugabi can't lean back like that. He has no balance. He's not able to counter. Mugabi's just trying to get away and survive this round, trying to recover. Good body shot from Hagler. Hagler should just focus a little bit more onto that body. Good jabs, though. Good jabs. Good 1-2. And then after that left hand, Hagler shouldn't stay there. He should move to his right. Keep Mugabi turning. And that was the end of round number 7. So I gave that 9-9 round because Hagler won it, so it would have been 10-9. But with the point deduction, they take away that point, so it's an even round, 9-9. So, Hagler did good working that jab, breaking Mugabi down, especially with power jabs and shooting that left hand. I would just tell him if I was in his corner, like, listen, don't. When you see Mugabi, he's leaning back, way back a lot more. Keep working your jab. Force him to lean back, but don't be so quick to jump in with that left hand. I would say aim it for his chest or his body. Break the body down because you see Mugabi's getting tired. He's wearing down now. So keep attacking that body, but force him back with the jab. Then land that body. And guess what? Because he's back here, you're going to land the body. It's going to force him to bring his head back. Then you can let that power jab that he likes to follow up with or that big right hook right after that. That's what I would tell him. Like, let's break him down like that. Mugabi, I would tell him, like, listen, let him come to you. You were doing good, jabbing, countering with hooks, going backwards, even a 1-2. But then you stood there, you countered with a nice hook, and you stood still. And guess what? Hagler started letting his hands go, catch you with 1-2s, and then following up with 4 straight shots. And then he started to take away and swing the momentum back into his favor. I'd be like, let him come to you. If you're going to move around, just working your jab and counter with hooks, make sure you step out of range or you slide to your left after that hook. You don't stand still because he's coming with combinations. And I would tell him, listen, give me at least 2 punches. Left hook, right hand, left hook, or jab, right hand, jab, left hook, or double jab. Give me something because Hagler is timing you. He's figuring you out. He's pressuring you more and more now. I'm like, we have to hit him with combinations to slow him down, to stop him from coming pressuring us. And I would say slowly sneak in body shots. Still, let's break him down and make him not want to pressure us so much. But let's hop into round number 8, see how it goes. Both guys in the middle. Hagler's right away with that jab. See, Mugabi's trying to stay back. Good catch from Mugabi. He caught Hagler's jab. You can see Hagler's back on the movement, moving up and down, boxing, and I think that's very smart. Changing it up, seeing how is Mugabi fully recovered? Is he still injured, hurt from, round number 6, I believe? Good jab, good power jab from Hagler. See, Hagler saw that jumping hook coming in. Good changing up from Hagler. Mugabi should be back on his jab. He's just looking for counter right now. That was a good try, 1-2. But just keep working that jab. He needs to keep. See, he's just looking for that big power shot now. Just keep working the jab. I'm talking about Mugabi. Good body shot. He changed up and caught Hagler to the body, but good body shot. But I'm saying Mugabi, good body shot from Hagler and good following up top. I'm saying Mugabi should be good body shot, but then he stopped. He should came up with a hook up top, back to the body. There, you see, like that combinations. See, Hagler wasn't expecting it. It didn't land fully, but you see, it caught Hagler a little off guard. And I like how Mugabi's going more to the body this round. There you see Hagler switching. Switch stance. Good right hand inside from Mugabi. Good jabs. Good. See, left hook uppercut caught Hagler. See, by him throwing just two more punches, and changing his punches up a little bit. You see how he's catching Hagler? That's what I'm saying Mugabi should have been doing more, but in the earlier rounds. And good. But Hagler, I believe he tried to shoot that left hand to the head. I'd have to see that one again. He should be, anytime he sees Mugabi lean back like that, he should aim straight for that body, straight for the abs. Knock the wind out of him. Mugabi is looking for that big left hook again. He should. Good uppercut from Hagler. Very good uppercut. Good left hook from Mugabi. But I was saying that Mugabi's looking back for a good right hand. See? Hagler thought he was just going to do a left hook, and he stopped a little bit, and guess what? Got caught with the right hand. That's what Mugabi needs to do. See, by throwing another punch, a follow-up punch, is catching Hagler off guard. Good stepping out of the ropes, staying away from the ropes. Good jabs from Hagler. Very good jabs, turning Mugabi. I think Mugabi should bring that left hand back up. He's having it too low, and he's been getting beat by that jab. Good left hand. See, he's getting beat with that. Good right hand counter from Mugabi. That was the end of round number 8. That one I gave a 10-9 Mugabi. I think Mugabi did a lot better that round than the last couple of rounds he's had. From being hurt to Hagler turning it up on him. That was a much better round because Mugabi was countering. But not that he was just countering. He's been countering this whole time. But what he finally did was add a follow-up punch. He went from left hook to right hand, left hook, right uppercut. He started throwing more punches. And guess what? He started catching Hagler in between because Hagler thought he was looking for that one shot. And guess what? Hagler was expecting the second follow-up shot. And that's what started getting him. And that's what I would tell Mugabi. He's like, listen, we won that round. Why? Because you added a follow-up punch. You weren't just throwing one shot. You were throwing another shot. Now I would tell him, like, keep doing that, but let's get one more shot. Let's try 3 shots. Let's try 4 shots. Mixing it up. Not every shot has to be hard as you can. You could throw 3 quick shots, end with a hard shot. Throw 3 shots in the middle of it, throw a hard shot, and then finish with a quick shot. Constantly changing it up because that's how you're catching Hagler off guard, and that's how you're winning these rounds, is when you do stuff like this. And I would tell him, back on that jab. Anytime you get in mid-range with Hagler, keep that left hand up because you see there was a time where Mugabi stood there. Hagler just popped on 3 solid hard jabs back to back to back. I would tell him, keep that left hand up. When you guys are in long distance and you can hit him, he can't hit you, then you can drop that hand. But once he starts keeping close, their hands come right back up here. If I was Hagler, I'd be like, listen, Hagler, don't fall asleep. He won that round because he started throwing a follow-up punch and he caught you in between while you weren't expecting it. I would be like, stay tight. If he throws one shot, we block and counter right away. But be ready that he throws another one that we slip or step out and reset and get back on that jab, turning, using your footwork, okay? I would tell him, don't fall asleep, basically. Don't just get happy that you're just blocking and he's only throwing one shot. Because that round, he threw us off by throwing another one. I would say, block, be ready to slip it, weave, or if you don't see another one coming, counter him right away. But don't fall asleep. Back on that jab, working that left hand. Let's hop in round number 9 and see how that goes. Round number 9. Hagler trying to jab to the body. You can see Hagler, the whole fight, he's been doing good, keeping the fight turning his way. Mugabi's just staying right there, letting Hagler win the battle of the feet. And you see Hagler's working that jab. He shouldn't reach for that left hand. Like I said, Hagler's been looking a lot for that left hand to the head. I think he should drop it to the chest and body. Good body shot from both guys. See, I like how Mugabi has that hand up. Ooh, good overhand left from Hagler. I like Hagler's on his toes, moving around, boxing. And he's back on his head movement, using his footwork, stepping out, resetting. Yep, you see Mugabi's trying to work that jab. What's going on? I think it's tape. But I was to say, I like Mugabi did bring that hand up. He's starting to bring that hand up more. And I think he should have been doing that early on, bringing that hand up and sort of working that jab more. You see, he should have tried double that left hook. I'm talking about Mugabi. See, he's trying to throw combinations now. I think Hagler should be careful. He shouldn't just be trying to sit there and exchange. He should be trying to weave and slip too as well. And then counter after that. Good jab from Hagler. You can see Mugabi waiting. Good jabs from Hagler. And this fight, that jab has helped Hagler, and is one of the major factors of him winning this fight is those jabs. Quick, but a lot of power jabs I've noticed he's been throwing, and that's good. You see, that was a good feint. He dropped down there. He made Mugabi think he was going to the body. Good 1-2 from Hagler. Hagler should just try it. Like I said, a little bit more left hands to the body. He's on his toes, moving around. He's switching stances. Trying to throw Mugabi off just a little bit, see what he can find. He switched back. I like this round boxing. Hagler is doing good, getting back in. He overcommitted with that left hand and left it a little too long, and Mugabi caught him with that jab. That right hand. You can see Mugabi's trying to look for that right hand again. Good uppercut inside. Good body shot from Hagler. Boom. They're fighting inside. Good work from both guys. See, Hagler back on that jab. Good left hook from Mugabi. Good left hand. Hagler's working that jab. And Mugabi, you can see he's looking for that left hand. That right hand, sorry. Good jabs back. I love it how Hagler's throwing 1, 2, 3, even 4 jabs, I believe, that one. He's just constantly working that jab. Good body shot. Good body shots. Great way to end the round. So that was the end of round number 9. And I gave that one 10-9 for Hagler. I liked how Hagler, he lost the last round, but this round he came back and boxed very well to get back in the swing of momentum. How he was moving, using his footwork. And I liked how he didn't engage much. He was just working off that jab. And that jab, like I said, in that last round was helping him a lot win this fight, and I think it's a major part of why he's winning the fight is that jab, because that jab he's throwing it as a power jab, but he's throwing multiples to help set up his combination and keep Mugabi guessing. And it's even throwing Mugabi off when he tries to counter, because Mugabi will try to counter one shot and Hagler will just still be trying to jab. So I like that. Very good round. Towards the end, they started getting an exchange, and I think both guys had great work, but I still think overall Hagler won the majority of the rounds. If I was in Hagler's corner, I would tell him, like, listen, keep working your jab. Keep doing what you're doing with the jab. Up and down, just working. The only thing I want to change up is sometimes he gets a little anxious with that left hand, whether it's a left hook to the body or that left overhand right. I would say be careful with that and pick your spots, because if you throw it, be ready to weave or slide out and reset, because there's been a couple of times where he threw it, he missed, and he brought it back too slow, or he just stood there waiting on Mugabi, and Mugabi caught him with a right hand. I'm like, listen, throw it, come right back, or weave or slide out and reset. Don't stay there. Reset. Make sure you're resetting. If I was in Mugabi's corner, I would tell him, like, listen, you can't let him out jab you. Throw your combination, counter that jab. Anytime he jabs, I want you to counter with a left hook, finish with a right hand. Or even just he throws that jab, throw a left hook to the body. Slow him down, stop him in place, and then let your hands go. And also, I'll be like, once he gets inside, work the body, but don't just stand tall. If you notice, watch Mugabi. They'll get in exchange. Hagler's the one moving, staying low, crouching low. Mugabe's the one standing tall, trying to exchange, keeping his head in the center, and that's why Hagler keeps catching him with shots, and hurting him and buzzing him. I would tell him, move your head on the inside a little bit more, even on the outside. Give me small head movements, and then try to slip and counter in between Hagler's punches, especially when he throws multiple jabs. But let's hop into round number 10 and see how that goes. Round number 10. Good left hook from Mugabi. Hagler back on the movement. You can see him moving. Good use of the jab, the right hand from Mugabi. Hagler can't stand there. Good left hand from Hagler. Good body work. I like how Mugabi tried. He was trying to throw multiple hooks going backwards. That was good, but he should have done, if Hagler kept coming like that, he should have slid out, like pivot or slide to his left, get away. And you can see Hagler's putting that pressure on now. You can see referee warning about the head and the forearm. You can see Hagler's putting that pressure, and that's that overhand left I was telling you about. He should be careful with that because Mugabi was caught him last round a couple right hands because he got lazy or over anxious with that overhand left. Good short right hand inside from Hagler. Good power jab. I think, yes, Hagler should be small head movement, and power jabs inside. He shouldn't be head hunting like so much with that big left hand. I think he should be working the jab and then shooting that left hook to the body. Because you see Mugabi's been trying to weave those big overhand lefts. Good body work from Mugabi. See, like that's what I'm saying. You see how he keeps leaning and slipping out of there? That's what I'm saying. Hagler should just, instead of throwing that overhand, should throw that left hook to the body. Wear Mugabi's body down. Good uppercut inside. You can see small little uppercuts in there. Good right hand up top from Hagler. You can see he switched his stance while they were in there. Good turn from Mugabi. But Mugabi should be trying to bend his knees, land uppercuts, and move his head. See, he's not moving his head. And this is why Hagler's having so much success landing flurry, landing combinations so much. Good body shot from Hagler. Good uppercuts. I like see Hagler staying low, so it's making it easier for him to load up and push off from his legs to land these power shots. Good left hook to the body from Mugabi. But once again, Mugabi's looking for 1-2 shots while Hagler's throwing 4 or 5 shot combinations. Good body shot from both guys. You can see they're really investing to the body, and Hagler's definitely picked up the pressure, and you can see Mugabi slowly getting tired. Good body shot from Mugabi. You can see Hagler starting. You can see how Hagler's pushing Mugabi off. You can see he's starting to step it up. He's feeling comfortable, and he's feeling like Mugabi's getting tired. Yeah, Mugabi's just swinging. He's just trying to do everything he can to keep Hagler off of him, and Hagler just keep coming, working behind that jab. Good overhand left and good body shot. You can see Mugabi's not having the same snap on his punches. Good jab from Hagler. Oh, you can see that Mugabi hit after the bell, and Hagler is not having that. He's a little mad. But that was I gave that round 10-9 for Marvelous Hagler. Very good round. He started picking the pressure up, and he's feeling more comfortable. You can see Hagler feels like the end is near because Mugabi, he's put the pressure on. He boxed early on, but now he almost the whole round after that, he was pressuring, working inside, attacking the body, and he's looking for that big overhand left. If I was in this corner, I'd be like, now we pressure him full force. But here's how we do it. We do it behind the power jab, head movement, and don't look for that overhand left. I would say attack, throw early on, the first half of the fight, I'd be like, throw the hooks to the body. Throw that left hand. Instead of an overhand, left hook to the body. Throw a couple. Make him worried about the body. Focus down here. And when he's tired or he's trying to push off or he's trying to rest, then we start sliding that overhand left. And guess what? That's how we break him down. And if he's still standing, finish with that right hook or that power jab right in. But I'll be like, put the pressure on, attack the body. Like I said, first half, that left hook to the body, then drop that. Once he starts focusing on it, then start throwing with that overhand left, and we can get him out of here. If I was Mugabi, I'd be like, listen, Mugabi, when he's in close, throw a couple shots and then get out. Don't just sit there 1 shot, 2 shots. Throw 3 shots and get out. Back on the jab. I'm like, he's coming to you. Feint him, time him, hook, and pivot out. Hook right hand, slide out to your right. Don't just stand in front of him and exchange with him. He's winning these exchanges. He's putting the pressure. He's going to come after you in the next round. work that jab, let him come to you, you counter, move. And it doesn't have to be him sliding out or anything. Just hit, take a small step to the left, hit, take a couple steps back, hit, step to the right. Just something, some movement, some form. As long as you don't stand in front of Hagler. He's looking for that big left hand. Keep that right hand up. Let him throw it, and then you counter with a right hand left uppercut right after that. But don't stand in front of him. Let's hop in round number 11 and see how that goes. All right, round number 11. See, Hagler's coming he's coming forward behind those jabs. He's pressuring. He's looking for that body. You see his eyes are locked in for that body. He's working in behind the jab, but Mugabi's trying to move around. And it's good. He's moving, but he needs to be working behind the jab. Hook, he needs to give some punches to make Hagler respect him and make him stop from coming forward so much. You can see Hagler's ready. He wants to turn this up and get Mugabi out of here. Good. You see he's looking for that big hook. And I think he hurt Mugabi. And Hagler should go right to the body. Throw a couple shots to the body and then come right back up top. Mugabi he's standing too tall. Look at Hagler. Hagler's knees are bent, so he's ready to punch and drive with his legs. I'm talking about power shots. Mugabi was standing too tall where he can't get no leverage and power behind those shots. He needs to keep those knees bent, and it'll help him weave and slide out. You can see Hagler, he just wants to be in there. Even if he's not punching, he wants to push, make Mugabi carry his body, fatigue him so much more. Good overhand. Those were 3 overhands. You can see Mugabi's hurt. And down goes Mugabi. That was good. Good right hands from Hagler. Referee's counting. Yep, you can see Mugabi couldn't beat the count. And Marvin Hagler made his 12th and successful title defense. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the fight. Let me explain why it's one of my favorites. This is actually my favorite Hagler fight. And the reason for that is because at the time, Mugabi was undefeated. Like I said, I'm not sure. Once again, I'll put it up. What's his record? I think he was like 20-0 or 26-0 with, all his fights winning by knockout. But he was undefeated, a knockout artist. And you can see Mugabi can box a little bit. But Mugabi was a counterpuncher that loved throwing power shots. And you can see another form of Hagler. What I mean form is, a lot of people think of Hagler, they just think of the war he had against Hearns. They think of him as a pressure fighter, as fighting only one way. This was a great fight to show that Hagler had a boxing and can use his footwork. Yeah, it may not have been the flashiest. It may not be a Pernell Whitaker or a Lomachenko, but it showed that Hagler could pressure when he wanted to and also can box. And that's what I think a lot of people neglect, is they just think of the epic war he had with Hearns. They think of that great fight with Sugar Ray Leonard, how Leonard was moving. He was the pressure and aggressive fighter the whole time. But they don't give credit to Hagler for boxing. And I like this, like I said, because Hagler went after his #1 contender against a guy, and let's be honest, not taking shots at anyone, but in this era, no one really would have fought John the Beast Mugabi, especially not at this time. And Hagler took him on, accepted the challenge, and showed that he can pressure, he can box. He can do different things inside, and even small little things. Like I pointed out one time how Mugabi had Hagler on the ropes and Hagler was hitting him, and then slowly did a small turn where Mugabi, guess what, was against the rope, and Hagler was right there letting his hands go on top of him. See what I'm saying? This showed that not only Hagler was a great fighter, but he was also had a great ring IQ, a great ring awareness, and some more subtle moves like the average fan would not appreciate, but boxing experts or who really pay attention, that's appreciation for those little subtle moves. And you could see, like how I was pointing out in that last round, Hagler bending his knees to get leverage on his punches, on just also he was leaning on Mugabi, making Mugabi carry his body weight. Like, you see what I'm saying? These are little skills and tactics that go over most people's head, but not to people like me that study it, that watch it. It's like these little things are like key things that they add up in a fight. And like I said, this was a great fight. I loved it. And this is probably one of the first fights I watched of Hagler and I became a fan, was because of this fight, how he was able to counter. And mind you, if you don't know this, after this fight, Hagler was peeing blood. and he basically he did want to retire after this fight. He didn't want to have that Sugar Ray Leonard fight, but that's that's for another video. But anyway, can you imagine? So imagine someone hitting you that hard with your peeing blood. I've been hit hard to body, but I never peed blood after a fight. But he peeing blood and everything. But so that just shows you how much he also had to dig deep against a power puncher like Mugabi, someone tough, durable, was coming to fight, that was fighting with him. You see what I'm saying? It just shows to me how much more greatness in Hagler. Yes, he had great things with Duran, Hearns, Leonard, but this is one of the few things that I think people overlooked, and this showed even how truly great Hagler was and why he was so special, especially in his era and time. And that's why a lot of people, I feel like this fight is like one of them to show him like why he was one of the greatest middleweights, if not the greatest middleweight of all time. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought was your favorite, or let me know your favorite Hagler fight or Hagler moment. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about this fight. Also, leave in the comments who you want me to do next. Another fight breakdown. But until next time, guys, I really enjoyed this. I'll see you next time. This is Castigador, and I'm checking out. I'll see you.